Assassinate Radio. This is a weekly music podcast where every week we get into Fearless Beer Review. We get into the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to. Jeff's Record Store, Desert Grooves Records, huge shout out. And then we round it out with some new music and other happenings in the music world. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's it for the boring intro. Let's get right into the Fearless Beer Review. What do you got today, Jeff? Go.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I got this bad boy. Look at that thing.
Oh, gross.
That is
gross.
Just made a nice, fresh batch of margarita mix. Used our
That's margarita?
Fruits from the trees. But then even went the extra step. Did the little tting rim. And then I bought these little chamoy sticks that are actually straws.
Oh, so gross. Like making it extra gross.
Oh, so good. Like, look at that fucking thing right there.
Why is it red? What kind of margarita?
Because I made this before I had to fucking leave, and so I stuck it in the fridge. And this little tamarind stick's been sitting in there.
So it's supposed to be green.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, yeah. Mind you, we were supposed to start recording an hour ago, but Jeff forgot all of his shit at his work, so we had to drive all the way back to work to grab his shit. So it's your fault. It's
true.
So you got that. Not a fresh margarita, but a margarita.
With me today. This is 20 minutes old.
Yeah. All right, so I've had this one before. It's the Slap and Tickle right there. Slap and Tickle from Brewery X right here. This is an IPA, West Coast IPA, local brewery here in Anaheim. If you live in Orange County, you know about this place. Everybody knows about Brewery X over here. And I bring these beers to the podcast all the time. So I'm ready to start drinking. I am ready to rate this beer and get into some vinyls. So here we go.
Girl. You ready? Here we go. Didn't take nothing. Oh, that's a hard think. Oh, it's fucking good.
All right, this is a good beer too. So, what would you rate your margarita based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect beer or whatever, 2 is good, you're going to continue to drink it, 1 is bad, but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. What would you give this? Go.
So I make good margaritas. I know I do. That's why I fucking drink them. That's why I make them. They're delicious. They're possibly the best margarita.
Oh,
and
Mike makes pretty good margarita.
Mike doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with margaritas. He's Jose Cuervo mix, and he has no fucking idea what he's doing with margaritas. I use oranges from my tree, limes from my tree, and lemons from my tree. The only thing I don't use from my backyard is the agave. I'm not gonna do it. So
why not plant an agave plant?
Because there's a lot of fucking work for very little yield. That's why.
Okay, that's fair.
If you watch if you watch videos of them like harvesting agave nectar, it's just like, dude, that's a lot of fucking work. So yeah, I don't do it. Whatever, it's delicious. It's a perfect margarita. It's a perfect margarita. It's a perfect blend of like 3 different types of citrus that kind of complement each other in different ways. And I think adding the orange juice really takes away from like the aggressiveness of the lemon, because like lime's given, right? Yeah, everybody knows the taste of a lime, but the lemon's kind of a weird thing to throw into a margarita. But the orange kind of balances it out pretty well. Adds a little bit extra sugar.
I like it.
Damn, it's good.
I like it.
It's so good. Yeah, this is fucking perfect. This is the best margarita I've ever had in my life.
So 3 out of 3?
I mean, I can't even rank this because everything else is ranked compared to this, right?
So it's perfect.
Like, this is the scale.
So then it's perfect.
Well, it is the rank. So this is the ranking system. That's the thing. It's beyond the ranking system. This is the ranking system.
No, so it's perfect. Just say it. Just say it's perfect. It's perfect.
No, it's beyond perfect. It's a BP.
Okay, whatever. All right. Well, my Slap and Tickle Brewery X right here. I've had this before. I have a 6-pack of this. This is a really good, solid West Coast IPA. It's a little bit hazy. It pours out like a nice cloud. Oh shit! A nice cloudy golden orange right here. So it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Has some like coconut, some good citrus taste to it. Solid. Is that sour for you? If you're watching the video, you can see Jeff wincing because margarita is pretty sour. So
I'm gonna be eating and drinking my margarita
and gleeking probably a lot too.
And gleeking.
So with this, I'll give this a 2.5 out of 3. 2.5 out of 3 for me. This is solid stuff.
There's a brewery down the street from Golden Road, like on the same street, just across the 57.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to that one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I believe so. What do you know the name of it?
Yeah, but I think it's on my phone because one
It's
of
on
our
my phone.
well, because it doesn't. The Google Maps thing doesn't translate. It doesn't link my phone to my computer for whatever reason.
Because you have an Android phone, not a Apple phone. That's why.
Well, that's probably true.
An iPhone, I should say.
No, it doesn't even fucking say here because fucking everything is worthless to me.
Golden. Wait, where's Golden Road? Wait, I know I've been there.
It's by the Anaheim Stadium.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Carl Strout? Oh, Golden Road's on the right next to where your mom lives, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Are you talking about? There's one that's kind of like tucked away in this industrial park
Mm-hmm.
that I've been to, and I can't remember the name of it right now. That's why I ran into Mark, friend of the pod, Mark, like 4 or 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's called Everywhere Brewing.
Oh, everywhere brewing.
Yeah, everywhere.
There's so many breweries. Hold on, let me.
Everywhere. But the guy that works for Pizza Port that gives me beer sometimes at my job, and he's opening his own record store / bar. He says that brewery's really damn good.
I'm just looking it up right now.
It looks fairly inconspicuous.
I'm
and
pretty
new.
sure I've been here. Pretty sure. Oh, it's on the other side of the 57.
Literally
But it's
what I
on.
said.
But
That's okay.
no. But it's on the other. Oh, I thought it was on the same side as Golden Road, but it's not. It's on the other side of the 57.
That's why I said the other side of 57. That's all right.
I don't think you did, but that's fine.
When you edit the pod and listen, you go,
Oh,
you
I
didn't
have
say
been
that.
here.
I feel
Yes,
stupid.
yes,
Boop, boop,
I
boop.
have been here. I have been here. It's fine. It tastes like every other brewery. It's fine.
Wow. Maybe you just don't know what you're talking about.
I've been here like maybe 3 times. Yeah, I've been here. Looking at
That's
it
something.
on Google Street View. Yeah,
That's
definitely
something.
been here. Definitely been here.
That's something.
It's good. It's kind of a small joint though. Like there's a small patio outside. The inside's not super big, but it's a cool spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say
that's
it's like. I mean, when we're talking about like quality, I would say Brewery X is better. And I mean, I don't like saying it because it's such a huge company, but honestly, yeah, it's a better brewery.
Brewery X is ridiculous. It's just like coming out swinging, right? Partnering with all these like sports teams. Like the dude just has so much fucking money.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I really like Taps, but they closed down like 9 months ago because found out one of the owners of the company like was embezzling money and shit like that. So screwed the other 2 partners, and they had to close all 3 of the Taps breweries and restaurants. So
I never liked
Yeah, dude.
Taps.
Really?
Never liked Taps.
You went there?
Yeah.
The one in Brea or the one in Tustin?
Brea. I didn't know there was
okay.
more Taps. I always thought that was the only one.
Well, so the one in Brea is more just the restaurant, but the other 2 were actually more breweries. And the one in Tustin was really, really good. That place was good. The food was good, and the beer was really good too, or was good, but whatever.
I'll never know.
Never know. All right. Where did we get the hats from? That one brewery in Costa Mesa that we went to? Yeah, that. What is that?
Green
That
Cheek?
place. Yeah, Green Cheek. Green Cheek's really good too. That's a good brewery. I would say Green Cheek is better than Everywhere Brewing.
You've
I
never
will say
been
that.
to everywhere, and you've never been to Green Cheeks.
Yes.
You've
Actually,
only
you
been
and
to
I
Butt
went.
Cheeks.
You and I went to Green Cheek, but we did not have a beer at Green Cheek. We just got those hats.
Because you didn't want to have a beer. You're like, no, I don't want a beer here.
I have the hat too. See,
Oh, your hat?
it's Mike's that I still haven't mailed to him. So maybe I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's so small. I need to.
You can see like you haven't even touched it since you bought it because it's got like
I
dust on it.
And it still has the little cardboard in there. See that?
Oh God. Let's wear them cool. Let's wear cool hats. Our cool style today.
Cool style today. Oh, it's so stupid.
A little
So
sideways
dumb.
too.
Oh, you look so fucking dumb.
We
You see
Tom DeLonge,
the pink hat back here?
Yeah.
Blink 182 hat that I got on the 2004 tour, summer
I'm
tour
actually
with No Doubt.
Next time I'm at your house, I'm going to take that hat with me.
No, it's right there. Blink 182, baby. There it is.
Well, you just won't notice it's disappeared until it's too late. So
Well, no, it's disappeared. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to some
Okay.
vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to. Your record store, Desert Grooves Records. You shut up. So what do you got this week? Oh, also, while we're talking about these records, there's a playlist in the description of this episode. So if you want to listen along, go for it. It's your life. So what do you got? Go.
It's your life. Just some fun stuff here. This I've never heard of this, but we got this big like reggae collection in. Super obscure stuff, super like highly localized to Jamaica, and it's a lot of just self-produced stuff that guys are probably just like cutting and trying to throw in the dance halls, hoping it catches on. A lot of those records are just garbage, dude. Like not just like the sound quality is garbage, but like the vinyl itself, because there's no, I don't think there's any kind of quality control. They're reusing old vinyl, and so there's been like vinyl where like literally you can see like imperfect. You can see like sticks and shit and fucking things that they just melted in with the vinyl just to create something. So the sound quality is garbage. But this thing that I found looked interesting, and it's what's it called? Dub Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm definitely gonna listen to this. But it's by a group called the Easy Star All Stars, and they're just like in late '90s or to the 2000s collective. So it's just a bunch of different people kind of rotating. And they just do dub music over like popular music. They did Radiohead, they did Sgt. Pepper's, but the first one they did, 2003, was Dark Side of the Moon, and it's just all dub, and it's fucking cool.
My dumb ass put it on. I just clicked on. I didn't even look at what the artist was, and I'm like, these motherfuckers ripped off fucking Pink Floyd. For like a minute, I'm just thinking like these assholes fucking straight up stole from Pink Floyd. Good. And then, sure as shit as I look, it's a fucking cover. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. So
it's cool because like as the record progresses, it gets more and more dub.
Okay, I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. I like it a lot. It was a good pickup. OG copy. No big deal.
No big deal. Right. What else you got?
Next thing I bought from Double Nickels, local record shop. Cool spot. But I bought this when you were out. And finally getting around to talking about it. But the band's called That Dog. Well, pet that dog. But they're called That Dog. Just like a pop outfit from like the mid 90s. That's when they were really, really popular. They're probably most popular because they had their original drummer was Maya Rudolph. And she wasn't on any albums, but she was like the original drummer. Then she became like the bridesmaid lady. But also... well,
she was also on SNL before that.
Yeah, but like
that's really why she's famous.
She's famous because she's from Bridesmaids, and Bridesmaids is much better than anything most people have ever done on SNL.
She's popular because she was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, that's why she's popular.
Yeah, she's actually pretty funny in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
She was funny in that. Yeah,
I liked her in that one. But also, anyway, it's the Hayden sisters, and there's actually 3 Haydens. There's Rachel, Petra, and there's another one too. But those Weezer heads would know the Hayden sisters because they're on various B-sides for Weezer. Like I Just Threw Out the Love of My Dreams. That's the Hayden. That's the Haydens. But yeah, there's a cool like indie kind of power pop outfit for the mid 90s. I like them a lot. I probably never would have given them a chance had it not been for like Weezer, but I really do like them. I really do enjoy it. And this is their 3rd record.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of what was coming out of the mid to late 90s when it comes to indie rock. Like it sounds like a Weezer kind of band. You know what I mean? It's just it's very good, but it's definitely of its time.
I like it because it's still kind of like Liz Phair reminiscent, kind of just like angry chick music, and it's cool. I like it. I dig it.
It's cool.
I dig.
Yeah, it's cool. I enjoyed it too.
Good. Slayer. I took home a bunch of thrash. Actually, not a bunch of. There's 3 records, I guess. This time around. But yeah, Slayer, I got an OG copy of Rain and Blood.
So, fucking guy. You don't even like Slayer.
That was
You don't even like Slayer.
I guess not. Well, there it is.
Idiot. Just give it to me. Just give it to me. Don't even sell it to me. Just give it to me.
I will probably bring it and then give it to you. Yeah, that sounds probably like a good deal for everybody involved for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyway, Raining Blood. Raining Blood on Rain and Blood. I think Rain and Blood is probably like the best thrash song that's ever been. It's the best. It's the best.
It really is. Yeah, that opening, that riff, it's
a very Metallica riff. It's a very early Metallica riff,
but way gnarlier, way more aggressive.
It's wild,
fucking iconic, man. Iconic.
So yeah, I got an OG copy of that bad boy.
Bring it out. You'll be out here next weekend. Bring it on out.
I can do that. I can bring it on out. I can bring
I do need you to bring some sleeves.
I did. They're already in your little pouch. Little pouch.
Because I forgot them when I was out there. I forgot to bring them.
Already in your little pouch.
If you got any, do you have any 7-inch ones too?
They're already in your pouch.
Because I could really use like maybe 15 of those. I'll pay for them, obviously, but maybe like 15 of those. Be
L7 weenie.
Be good?
Yeah, remind me not now because I'm not going to fucking do it.
Yeah. I'll remind you before you leave next week.
Correct. DRI. That's another thrash band. This is a band that that neighbor Phil likes a lot, so that's how I got into them. Whenever we talk about stuff, he's always DRI. It's like I never listened to them. So then, like I've been listening over the years, and like they're actually really cool.
Yeah.
The album that I have is I think it's just called Crossover. It's their crossover album from being like just hardcore punk into thrash, and so like now they're becoming a thrash band. And I think this is just the perfect blend of the two. It's not just like cheesy hardcore punk for kids, and it's not just like thrash music, which is a dime a fucking dozen. Especially like the later you get into the 80s, like 'cause we got a lot of thrash in. I listened to all of it. Every record that I posted, I listened to every single one. And some were good. Yeah. Some were good, but most of it was just like, man, this just sounds like every fucking thing else. Even Exodus. Exodus' first record, like that was a cool record. But I said, man, this is not enough here for me. It's not enough.
Yeah, I've never gotten into Exodus. They're always really cool, and people speak so highly of them. And I know the connection with Slayer and Metallica and all that kind of shit. But I just there's something about them that never clicked with me. Much like Anthrax and even Megadeth. I have a hard time getting into Megadeth too.
Yeah,
but
we got Megadeth's first 2 records clean, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to take these home because it's iconic. And I spun it, and I was like, nah, I'm just not going to do it.
Speaking of Megadeth, because we're doing Metallica this week, obviously, and I'll probably forget on the main episode, but when the part in the documentary, the Some Kind of Monster documentary, when they're talking to Dave Mustaine, and it's like he was very like he's always been very hurt for being fired from Metallica, but then like the screen pops up and it says Metallica have sold over 90 million records worldwide. And then it said, and that, which is a crazy fucking number. And it shows, and then Megadeth have only sold like 19 million or something like that. But then it's like fucking 19 million records. That's insanity. Like, that's so many records. And for a guy to be as butthurt as Dave Mustaine has been, for being that kind of band, like they're straight thrash. Like there's nothing in between with Megadeth. And to sell that many records, that's wild. That's fucking insane.
I did feel bad for him, kind of though. Because he was talking about how like, man, you never like thought about how I feel. So I can't even walk down the street without someone like all these fuckers yelling Metallica at me. Like it sucks, dude. Like I hate being number 2. I'm like, yeah, like to the layman, like fuck, I would kill to be number 2. But like I get it. I did feel a little bad for Dave.
I did too. And Lars just didn't give a shit in that interview. God, he just doesn't give a shit about anything.
We'll get into more of that later on because
we will.
That thing was wild.
Documentary is crazy.
Yeah, DRI, Dirty Rotten Imbeciles, cool band. Check them out. Then what else we got here? Oh, Manson, I got this from you.
yeah, that's from me. It's a bootleg, but I never listened to it.
That was just $300-$400. Actually, Malcolm was posting one tonight.
Jesus Christ!
So I'm curious to see how much that one's going to go for. I'll do some research after this. But yeah, Portrait of an American Family. This is I ranked this my number 1. This was my favorite Manson record when we did it.
A couple years ago, yeah.
I was like, I wonder if I still think it's my number 1. Sometimes they change and things like that, but I spun it and the bootleg sounds fantastic. I think it sounds great.
It does.
Nothing wrong with it. And it's got a cool color and it's
pink,
fucking
right?
good, dude.
Like it's a
green.
Bright pink. Oh, it's green. Okay, I
think the Smells Like Children was pink.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's a killer record. I love it. I'm not keeping it. So
cool. Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
Nothing you can do about it.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you for that.
Much the most sincere thank you I've ever heard from you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. It is your birthday.
What else?
The last 2 things: Guttermouth and Guttermouth. Lots of Guttermouth.
Fuck yes.
I bought 2 from Hello Merch, local thing. I don't know what the fuck they do. They just repress stuff somehow and have rights to things. I don't know. I don't fucking know how they do it.
But it's also Guttermouth. You know what I mean? It's just like
they do. I mean, they do a lot of stuff. They did the format when like the format stuff was selling for way too much money, and it's just like, okay, that's going to bring the market down, which I like. I dig that because like whenever they repress something, it kind of brings the originals down a little bit. So it just makes me as like a collector and a buyer. It's like cool. Now I can afford that original copy. Instead of 300, now it's 200. So
Yeah, exactly.
whatever. But yeah, I chose surfs up asshole, from Eat Your Face,
Yes.
and then Can I Borrow Some Ambition from Covered with Hands. Had to choose that one. Had to do it.
Eat Your Face is my favorite Guttermouth record. That is my favorite. First time it was ever pressed. It was the first time it was ever pressed was a couple months ago.
Something.
What is yours? What variant is yours? The light purple or the dark purple? There's like a plum and there's a dark like purple plum, and then there's a lighter white purple. I have the lighter one.
I don't remember.
Okay, well, whatever. It's a great record. The best Guttermouth record.
It's not even close to being the best Guttermouth record.
record.
It's not even like 3. It's like nobody.
It is.
No, this is one of those things where like
It's
unfortunately you're wrong.
The best, Jerry.
sorry.
The best.
I'm sorry, but they sound great. Guttermouth's cool. I actually took home the Terry Yakamoto too, just because in the Guttermouth mood. Yeah, but I opened it this time, so now I'm keeping it.
Oh, you are really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They actually like going back to Terry Yakamoto. That's their most. That's kind of their most like hardcore punk sound. Like there's not really strong melodies there.
Yeah.
But damn, do they play fast and aggressive?
Well, Friendly People is pretty hardcore too.
But that's
more.
more.
But it's still pretty hardcore.
But he's leaning more into like melody stuff. Like he wants to write songs that sound good. Terry Yakamoto is just punk, and there's nothing there except just
Sound just like Mark Agnew.
Walk away. That's my Mike Ness impression. But yeah, that's it.
Good.
That's all I got, kid.
That's all you got, kid. That's all you got, kid. All right. So I got a few things here. Pick this one up from your record store, Desert Grooves Records. Huge shout out. This is the Black Sabbath's Paranoid second record right here. See that? That's cool, man. That's cool. Not an OG, but it's a 1971 pressing. I just need an upgrade on my copy because my copy was fucking beat to shit. So upgraded this from your store. So there you go. Paranoid, Black Sabbath, hint, hint. What else I got here?
What's the hint?
I don't know. We'll see.
That's not. Are you sure that's not a? That's not 1970. That's not a U.S. first.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Sure.
Are
71.
you sure about that?
71, dude.
I'm gonna double check when I get over there.
Okay. All right. So the next thing here, I was a little apprehensive about getting this record and another one on, but I got this from your store. It's Revolver from the Beatles right here. See this right here? Revolver. Great fucking record. But so I already have this. I have the stereo version, like an old, not an OG, but just an old 1960s stereo version of Revolver. But I got this one because this is the mono pressing. This is the 2014 mono pressing. This is the one that people say, like, this is the definitive, Beatles record, or pressing, I should say. So I got this one. I actually originally listened to it at your house while I was out there. But it was snap, crackle, popping, all through the whole thing. We cleaned it. We did all that kind of shit. It does play better on my turntable, but I think it's because out in Arizona, it's so fucking dry and there's so much static. So on my turntable, it played really well. And, so the mono pressing, 2014 pressing, and I was doing more research. I've always known that this is like the definitive one, but then some people are saying there's a 2022 pressing, mono pressing that sounds even better of all their records. So honestly, I'd probably never be able to tell the difference because I don't have a good enough system and I don't have a mono cartridge. So what the fuck would I even know? So yeah, Revolver, the Beatles.
Your first AAA, baby.
First one. And then also, while I was at your store, I picked up one of my favorite records, Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul from the Beatles. Also the 2014 mono press. I mean, it's perfect. This is seriously one of my favorite records ever. And goddamn, this sounds amazing. This sounds way better than the Revolver one. But in the end, I played my stereo one I played them back to back, the stereo and mono, because I do have this in stereo too. Quality wise, I couldn't really tell that much of a difference. Obviously, you could tell the stereo effect is significant, but overall quality, you can't tell that much, but whatever. It's cool. Got it.
It's cool to have. It's cool to have.
Got the 2014 mono pressing of the Rubber Souls. There we go. And then, just for shits and gigs. Oh, shit. It's full. Just for shits and gigs, while I was out there at your store, I'm like, oh, you know what? One of my favorite Beatles songs. It's a non-album song, and I thought, oh, I wonder if Jeff has the 7-inch of it. And you're like, no, I don't think I have it. And then sure as shit,
I said it.
And then 10. I'm going through all the 7-inches. 10, records in. I find it. Day Tripper, one of my favorite Beatles songs.
Day Tripper.
So yeah, right there. You see that right there. Oh, don't look at the price. Don't look at the price. I paid like $5 for it, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's $5.
Did you actually pay for that, or just give it to you?
I don't know. You might have just given it to me. Yeah, I think you might have.
I usually don't charge people for 7-inches, especially like those ones.
Yeah, I don't think there were like a few things you just gave me. So yeah, this is the B side. A side is, what's the A side? We Can Work It Out. We Can Work It Out.
We can work it out.
Not nearly as good as Day Tripper, but it's not nearly as good as Day Tripper. I did not say Day Tripper. But both of these songs are non-album singles as well. So there you go. Got that. I mean, at this point, outside of a couple more mono pressings I'd want, my Beatles collection's good. I'm good. Absolutely good here. There he goes. So that's all I got for the vinyls. You got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, nothing really new's come out this week worth talking about. Did you actually see though that Dr. Dre put out a song with Eminem and Snoop Dogg and 50 Cent?
No.
Yeah, they did, and it's just, who cares? It was stupid. These guys are all like way past their prime, and it's just like I don't care. I just don't care. So it's a bummer, but whatever. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, share the post, tell your friends, and God, you are so fucking crazy when you fucking drink and eat out of that. And you're so loud.
So good.
It's so loud.
Nobody can even hear this.
Oh, 100. Oh, God.
Nobody can hear.
You know what's funny? I'm experimenting on this episode without any noise cancellation. So it's because of all days to choose to be the loudest person in the world, you choose right now to do it.
Nobody can hear this.
God damn. All right. Well, thank you for listening. And that's it. That's all.